Aries, this is Liv from Feb Aries Cartomancy, and today we are going to do your love cartoscope for February 2020. So let's see what is in store for Aries regarding their love life in February 2020. What's in store for Aries regarding their love life in February 2020. I have to do a bit of a special shuffle because of the deck of the cards, which are two-sided. Okay. And let's see if we can get any more jumpers. If we got the one. Okay, so we got one jumper. Let's see if we can get another one. Jumpers, not flippers, please. Jumpers, not flippers. Okay. Okay. So let's see about the frame. And of course there would be some glare action. Okay, Aries, I am seeing you making progress in February 2020. Whether you are single, whether you are in a relationship, whether you have separated or are dating, I am seeing you making some significant choices here. It feels to me like something of a pressing matter on which you are making a choice. It seems to be something which you've been thinking about, planning, hoping for, dreaming for, something which you are clearly invested in. You have here you are dealing with the aftermath of someone walking away, or you walking away from a situation of an indecision, of a dilemma, of a sort of back and forth kind of an energy. I am clearly seeing someone leaving behind a very complicated scenario in which they really couldn't decide or had no idea what to choose. A very difficult situation, a very complicated situation. It could be an ex lover, it could be an ex spouse, it could be some sort of a situation ship. But clearly something here is being left behind. You are moving slowly towards, I would say, calmer, higher ground. You are making progress emotionally. You are leaving behind a sense of hurt, a sense of abandonment. There's healing going on here. As you can see, this guy, he's been pretty much battered and bruised. So, emotionally speaking, you are on the mend. You've made choices. You are still making choices which come across to me as difficult to make, either the choices in themselves or the situation in which you were and from which you are clearly moving forward. It was a sort of a complicated mess of a thing. You are now slowly moving towards healing. There's a clear sense of loss. There's a clear sense of crying over something which was left behind. Even if you've left behind something of a toxic situation or of a toxic person, of a toxic relationship, some sort of a third party situation, whatever the case, what you've lost is something which was meaningful to you. You've lost someone which you had feelings for, or someone for whom you still have feelings, in fact. And that would be why you would still feel that sense of grief, that sense of loss. You are going to be dealing in February with that sense of loss for whatever it is that you've left behind or that you've lost, or whomever it is that you've left behind or that you've lost. You are contemplating the desire to make a commitment, the desire to step forward emotionally. You are seeking guidance. You are asking your higher power for help. Sort of God take the wheel, that kind of a situation. And I am seeing things making progress for you, but it is a slow progress because we have a tortoise here, right? So what it is that you are hoping for, dreaming about, planning on, you are going to be making progress. I am seeing divine guidance making an appearance here for you, but you should be aware of the fact that the timing is going to be slow. With the Six of Wands and the tortoise here, there is a clear sense of very slow movement. It's a kind of slow movement which you actually need because you're pretty banged up, you're pretty hurt, you're pretty scarred, you're pretty scared. Sorry. Of course I would cough. I always cough. You are still battered and bruised. You are still healing. You are still grieving over what it is that you've lost. So you are making progress. It's been a tough choice. You've made it. You are going forward. I like the fact that I'm seeing you making progress despite of the grief, despite of however much it is that you've cared for this person or the situation, or this idea perhaps, this plan you had. It could have been a commitment which you've moved on from, a commitment which sort of was ended, was terminated. Something was not built on the right basis, is what I'm hearing. There wasn't a solid basis here. So you are healing, you are mending, you are slowly moving forward. Slowly. perhaps frustratingly slowly for you, but it is still progress, right? So take things as they come. There is a clear sense here of finally seeing truth, finally having clarity, finally gaining clarity, which tells me that you've been feeling confused, emotionally confused, you've been in a turmoil, you've been in a sort of a hectic situation where you couldn't keep up with things as they were happening. You were constantly feeling overwhelmed, constantly feeling left out, left behind. There's a sense here of solitude, of oppressive solitude, which um, comes across, and very difficult moments, very difficult situations through which you needed someone's support, someone's love, someone's true partnership to help you move through those troubled times. But I'm not seeing that person as having come through for you. You were hoping, you were dreaming, you were praying for that person to be by your side and help you to go through whatever it is, whatever sort of difficult situation you had to go through. If this wasn't regarding your relationship and this is not a breakup, then some emotionally traumatic event happened for you recently, January, perhaps December. It was a very difficult situation. There were very tough choices to be made. You needed to feel the support and the guidance and the comfort of having someone by your side. But you didn't have that person by your side. You actually felt deprived of someone's support, deprived of someone's comfort, right? Someone offering you comfort, someone standing by your side, someone helping you to make your way. You may be now getting some support perhaps from friends or from family or from some sort of a counselor, which I entirely advise you to do if you are going through tough times. But whoever you were hoping to be by your side simply wasn't. So I'm getting a sense here of solitude, of closing in, of feeling abandoned, feeling discarded, feeling uncared for, feeling unsupported. And it is something which is hurting you. It is something which is causing you pain and distress. But there's a sense of freedom also from gaining that clarity. There's a sense of, okay, so now I know what my obstacles are. I know what I am facing. As a result, I can move forward. I can try to overcome the situation because now I am seeing it clearly. And you are going to overcome your situation. There is a strong, I am getting the sense, divine connection coming in for you in the future, but I'm not seeing it manifesting in February, to be honest. For whoever the scenario applies, I'm seeing you manifesting your solid choice, your the choice of your heart, pretty much, with a lot of passion, with a lot of potential, with a lot of long-term potential. But I'm seeing you manifesting it somewhere in the future. So all is not lost. Sorry. But you need to be patient because things are going to move forward at a slow pace. Jesus, my throat is... Sorry. Okay. So let's see what sort of further details we can get here for you. I'm getting the haunting sensation that my voice is slowly going quiet, which is not ideal, shall we say? Not ideal. Okay. As I was saying, there is hope for you for the future. There is hope for you to make your stability manifest for the long term, there is going to be some improvement here. You are going to see some signs of improvement, whether in your relationship or in a new relationship, as a result of moving forward from a situation which wasn't working for you anymore. But I'm seeing progress, I'm seeing potential, and I'm seeing you detaching from a relationship which hasn't been working out for you. I am seeing you detaching energetically, emotionally. I'm seeing you becoming very introverted yet again. So whoever is coming in for you, or if your current partner is making efforts to be by your side as you need them to be by your side, you are going to be hard to reach. You are sort of guarding your heart here, right? You are sick and tired of making an effort, of trying to make things work. Your thinking is right now it's your turn. Either you make it work for both of us, as I have been doing, or I'm out. I'm leaving you and our past behind. I'm not sure if you are truly going to do so, but right now that's how you're feeling. At least that's what my cards are telling me, right? I am happy to say that the situation looks like it can be resolved, either with your current partner or by leaving behind your current relationship and coming together with someone new. I'm seeing a very promising, very loyal partner coming in for you. Someone who is going to be by your side as you wanted your previous partner to be by your side. Someone who is going to help you overcome whatever sort of issues your previous partner really wasn't able to. And you shouldn't think that they didn't want to, right? But I'm getting the feeling they simply didn't know how. They weren't emotionally mature enough to handle the situation. Whatever was going on with you was overwhelming for them. Some of you are clearly going to manifest either a significant improvement in your current relationship or a very, very promising new relationship somewhere down the line, so not in February. You may meet this person perhaps in February and things may move ahead somewhat slowly, or you are going to meet this person a bit later on, but either way you are on the right path. You are on the right path to manifest a serious committed relationship with a partner who is going to be on your wavelength, a partner who is going to be on your vibe pretty much. Whew. Furthermore, some of you in fact are likely to even get proposed to. It may happen, as I was saying, a little bit later, so not in February. I'm not getting the vibe of February. I am getting the vibe of more of a summer-fall season, summer-fall. That's more likely for me. I am seeing great luck pretty much hitting you when it comes to your stability and your basis in your love life, and someone coming in very strongly. I am getting the sense of a committed relationship here, and it is going to give you pretty much everything that you were hoping for in a previous relationship, which simply didn't work out. It just couldn't work out. Let's see if we can get any more clarifications here for Aries. I'm sorry if I keep clearing my throat. There's a lot of throat chakra insanity going on. Okay. So some of you will have to still make tough choices, which is interesting to me because it looks to me like you've had to make tough choices already. So either you're involved in a very complicated situation where you have to constantly make choices and go on a step-by-step basis, or in your new relationship, in your new stability, in your new phase of the relationship, in your committed relationship, in your engagement, or perhaps even marriage happening further down the line, I am seeing you having to make an important decision about your future. You are going to be conflicted about it. You may need to get help, perhaps divine help, higher power support, or maybe you will get some sort of psychic hits, intuitive hits about making a choice. It will either be something which you are very conflicted about, or it will have a sort of a sexual nature. I'm not sure what exactly that would be, but I'm going to try to clarify it, okay? So what sort of situation will Aries have to make that choice about? What sort of a situation? Can we get any more details about that? Let's see. Okay. So some of you will have to make a decision about a proposal. It kind of comes across as a surprise, or as something you are conflicted about. You may have some sort of sex frustrations, sex issues in the relationship in which you are going to get the proposal or make the proposal. So you will have to be faced with getting over those issues in order to build a home, build a family with this person. Or you will have to make a sort of a difficult or somewhat confusing choice about a home, real estate, moving houses, moving in with someone, moving out from where you're living. There's something about that, a home. So either getting over your sexual hang-ups in the relationship and going forward with that committed relationship, sort of keeping in mind what it is that is positive about that connection, right? And trying to ignore or overcome a lack of chemistry, perhaps, or a lack of sexual satisfaction, which is not my advice for you, right? I'm not telling you what to do. It's simply what I'm seeing in the cards. You know what you have to do. You know your situation. You know what you should be doing. But I'm seeing you making that choice. And perhaps having issues voicing your thoughts and voicing your choice, because my throat chakra is simply going insane right now. So, good choices. Either way, what I'm seeing here is that you'll have to be making some good choices. There is no negative situation in which you have to make a choice, right? Let's get some more details. Yeah, see? The topic of compatibility is going to come up for you. So either you are not sexually compatible with your the partner which is going to propose, or the partner you are considering proposing to, but you truly admire other qualities in them. Or you will be needing to focus on how compatible you are in that relationship, which is either not giving you the support you need, or offering you the support but perhaps lacking other aspects. See what do you really need. Be willing to accept support, ask for help. I'm seeing you benefiting a lot from asking for someone's advice, at least a close friend or a relative, if not a specialist, when it comes to making a choice here, because you will be pretty conflicted. Your hopes and dreams may not be truly compatible with those of your future better halves or your spouses. So this may be a sort of a turning point. And as I was saying that, the regeneration card jumped out. So yeah, there is going to be a tough choice to be made here. It may involve a shift in your day-to-day life, in your career, in your home. Something major which will need to be changed in your life, or in your lifestyle, in your life philosophy, and you will be very conflicted about it. I feel like it will be something you hold very dear to you, something which has a lot of value for you. I am seeing you finding solutions if you take a creative approach to the situation. So if you don't rush to make the choice, perhaps not rush to make that choice immediately as you are asked to, and instead of that, try to brainstorm, either on your own with someone else's help, or with your better half's help. Brainstorm to find some other solution, because yeah, if you don't do so, if you are simply going to do what is let's say expected of you, or asked of you, or demanded of you, I am seeing you over time developing a strong sense of resentment for your better half, because of the choices you will feel like you were forced to make. So don't make those kinds of choices, because it's not in your best interest or theirs. You need to practice communicating. You need to practice opening up about how on board you are with something, how much it is that you desire something, or how much it is that you desire not to do something, right? Finding your voice, voicing your thoughts, your opinions, your feelings. I'm getting a strong sense here, with my throat chakra acting up so much, I'm getting a strong sense here of you not opening up, not sharing your truth, your feeling, your desires. So you need to be more open in the connection for the future. See, heal thyself. You are too closed off emotionally. You are so closed off emotionally that you are putting yourself in tough situations, pretty much. Because you are not sharing your feelings, you are not sharing your thoughts, and it may sort of encourage your better half to kind of go over them or ignore them, thinking that you are fine with their choices, perhaps, or that you don't have any specific point of view on the matter, simply because you are not voicing it. Let's get some more guidance here for you, Aries. As I was saying, see, the cards are clearly sending you a message. So if you choose to stay in your current relationship, or if you choose to begin a new one, or if you choose to go to the next level of commitment with your partner, there's a clear message here that you are not being open, that you are not being honest, that you are not truly sharing your feelings. You are too closed off, you are too isolated, you are keeping things too closely to your chest. And I am seeing you getting higher power, divine guidance here. So you will be able to relinquish some of the control. I'm getting the sense of the fear-based kind of rigidity here. So you are trying to control things because you are afraid of sharing your feelings, because you are afraid of sharing your emotions. You are afraid of making yourself vulnerable. And this is ultimately a trust issue. That's what I'm seeing here. So you need to work on that. You need to work on yourself and on your relationship, or choose to leave the relationship if you feel like you simply cannot feel safe enough to share your feelings, your thoughts, your desires. If you feel like you cannot be vulnerable with your partner, then you are not in the right relationship. Things are not as they should be, that's for sure. So you need change. As I was saying, adjustments are required. See, and if you make those adjustments, I am seeing you changing your life for the better, clearly changing your life for the better. Don't let pride get in your way, see? So try to open up about your concerns, about your hang-ups, about your sort of iffy points when it comes to communicating, when it comes to sharing in your current partnership, when it comes to opening up. If you cannot make progress with your current partner and you feel like you cannot be open, you cannot be honest, you cannot fully share your desires and be truly vulnerable and truly honest with them, then perhaps this is not the partnership for you. This is not the right person for you. And if it's not, you need to adjust the situation, because if you adjust the situation, if you move forward from that which does not fit you, that which does not match your current vibration, you will be meeting prosperity ahead. So you have no doubt about it. I'm seeing you meeting someone new sometime in spring, actually. And you should be careful not to make the same mistakes in that new relationship. So don't be too proud to share. Don't be too proud to open up. Don't be too proud to be all in. Be all in. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Simply move on. But being so closed off, being so afraid of voicing your thoughts, of voicing your desires, of voicing your frustrations, that's not really a relationship, that's a dictatorship. Your partner is dictating what should be done, what's the next step, what should be how things should be approached. If you are not voicing your thoughts, it's as if you are not having them, right? So the reality of the matter, if you are repressing thoughts and feelings, then it's as if you didn't have them ever at all, right? So don't do that to yourself. Don't censor yourself, and don't sort of cut out bits of yourself simply to fit into the larger idea or desire of someone else. Because your life should be all about your true self and not what someone else is projecting onto you. Don't live in anger, don't live with festering resentments and frustrations. Stand up for yourself, and if things don't fit you, don't fit your current vibration, then simply move on, because you have prosperity waiting for you in the future either way. you don't get stuck on this person. Don't get stuck on get stuck on this idea of a relationship, right? Onwards and upwards. That's what I'm saying. Onwards and upwards. So Aries, I'm sending you much love and light, and we'll be seeing you soon. Bye.